So if public pressure can make the government U-turn on its ludicrous forest sell-off, is our environment safe? I don't think so. The Conservatives and Lib Dems have enthusiastically embraced BP's plans for deep-sea oil drilling in Scotland. Yes, that's the same BP responsible for the Gulf of Mexico oil disaster. And they're now planning the same deep-sea drilling in UK waters. The consequences of a similar oil spill off the Shetland coast would be catastrophic for Britain. The impacts on wildlife, local jobs and coastal communities, unthinkable. But even if there was no risk of a spill from BP's latest venture, drilling deeper and deeper for oil, for every last drop, is still taking us in the wrong direction. I wouldn't be the first person to say that we need to move beyond petroleum, but at least the Green Party really means it. We recognise the reality of peak oil and climate change, and we know that we can address these issues whilst creating a healthier and happier society. We also know that we can't rely on the other three parties to take us in the right direction. Labour had 13 years at the helm, but failed to take action. The Lib Dems and Tories are champing at the bit for more oil drilling and coal-fired power stations. Not one of the big three parties is serious about tackling our addiction to fossil fuels. As Greens, we have a clear message for the government. We can build resilient communities, local jobs, clean energy, local food production and good public transport. These communities will be greener and they'll also be healthier and stronger. We need more Greens elected at every level of government to put forward the solutions to these global challenges. Even one elected Green can make a real difference. And when they make that breakthrough, they inspire others to follow their path. Green Councillor Andy Cooper has inspired many fellow Greens with the success of the free insulation scheme and solar initiatives in Kirklees. Now Green councillors in many parts of the country are making real progress in getting councils to adopt insulation schemes, energy efficiency and renewable energy. Here in Cardiff, Greens are pressing the council to tackle the city's carbon footprint with a free insulation scheme in the poorest areas, renewable energy on council buildings and improvements to public transport. In Lancaster, Green councillors have secured funding for solar panels, double glazing and energy efficient boilers for the town hall, as well as solar panels for the city sports centre. In my home county of Norfolk, Green councillors have persuaded the county council to set up an energy services company that will install solar panels on council buildings across Norfolk. This will lower carbon emissions and create jobs locally. But the scheme has another important benefit. It will reduce the impact of government cuts on council services. Lower energy bills, combined with income from energy sold back to the grid, means the council will be able to save some services that would otherwise be cut. It's the kind of creative thinking that Greens bring to local authorities. Across the country, Green councillors are making a genuine difference. We're standing up against the callous cuts and showing that there are alternatives, that there are ways to save vital services, create many more jobs, and take positive steps towards low-carbon economies. We are making progress, but we need to do much, much more. And to achieve more, we need to get more Greens elected. On the 5th of May, less than 10 weeks away, we have that opportunity. Here in Wales, we need every Green supporter to unite behind the campaign to make a breakthrough onto the Welsh Assembly. We know that it will be a tough fight ahead. But every new voter we win over in this campaign takes us a step closer to electing Jake Griffiths as the first Green Welsh Assembly member. And we know that our colleagues in Scotland will be campaigning hard to win more MSPs. Robin Harper and Patrick Harvey have been real champions of justice in the Scottish Parliament. And with Robin Harper retiring this year, after 12 years of service, let's send him our best wishes and hope his retirement present will be many more Greens in the Scottish Parliament. For myself and other Greens in England, now is the time when we must be gearing up for the council elections on the same day. Make no mistake, it will be one of our toughest years in local elections for a long time. People have short memories, and Labour is already on the rise. Its spin machine masking their real costly legacy. Disastrous PFI schemes, tuition fees, ID cards, and the Iraq War. We must rise to the challenge and show that Greens, not Labour has-beens or Lib Dem wannabes, are the real voice of social justice. And to get that message out, we must start now. We cannot wait until April to start our local election campaigns. We must get out onto the doorsteps now. We must show voters that we care about them all year round, not just in the few weeks before an election. And while we rise to the challenge of a Labour resurgence, we must also reach out to new supporters. All those people who voted for the Lib Dems and feel betrayed, where will they turn? We have a real opportunity to reach out to those people and show them what the Green Party stands for. We must show them that the Green Party is the real party of progress, justice and fairness. It will take hard work to hammer home that message. Compared to our rivals, our voice in the media is still a whisper. That means we must reach out to people in the most direct and effective way, on their doorstep. Let's go out there and meet them, knock on their doors, listen to their concerns and show them that we care about their issues. Let's give every voter we can the chance to vote for a better future. That means fielding as many Green candidates as we can. And combined with that, let's plan carefully and use our resources effectively. We know that we can only win more council seats by targeting those wards where we can win. Let's concentrate our efforts and not spread ourselves too thin. The Green Party has been winning council seats for 25 years. We know how to do it, and we know it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by the concentrated efforts of people like you, people who commit their time, energy and talents to winning over communities and working for them all year round. I know at times it feels like the Goliaths we face always win. But conference, look how far we've come. Over 12,000 members, over 100 councillors, Greens elected to the Scottish Parliament, to the European Parliament and the London Assembly. And last year, we made a major breakthrough into Westminster. Caroline's election to Parliament has raised our party's profile to an unprecedented level. And without the collective efforts of hundreds of Green activists, we wouldn't be where we are today. Our country faces many challenges, as do we as a party. But we have much to give us hope. Our membership is growing, our support is swelling. Here in Wales and across the country, more and more people are joining us in our fight for the future. And with them our strength grows. And with them more Greens will be elected. And working together we can build a better, fairer world.